Welcome back, episode 69. Nice. This is going to be the nicest episode that we've ever had. Really happy to be back with y'all. My phone's been broken. Everybody's been mad at me. Tonio looks mad right now that I wasn't in the group chat and all that jazz. But that's what happens when you get ungenuine Apple parts on an Apple phone, and it just shits the bed. So I got a new phone coming. I'll be back in that group chat. Tonio, you want to tell everybody why you got the sour look on your face or what?
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
That's true. Yeah, we do fine on this show, so that's good. I'm glad I had a doctor's note for my surgery, so that was good. Christian, what's going on?
I'm good. Hoping I get some good news from a new job. Anybody that works at my current one, I hope you ain't watching. Y'all don't know my plans. I'm ready to talk sports with my guys.
I feel you. I was just about to say, dude, you better hope nobody's watching because they're gonna be like, "Oh, hey, y'all know Christian's out here."
Right. We'll edit that out later.
Well, that's harder than it looks. But all right, so let's get into it. We had in our pre-show, we were doing a lot of arguing about how we're going to start the show, and I'm excited to start it off with the NBA draft. Every year, I watch at least the last like 5, maybe 6 years, watching the NBA draft. It doesn't mean anything to me. Watching it, I'm watching to see what the fuck, what are we getting with a lot of these players. Like Pablo Pincheiro last year, we're like, all right, I can see that. Chet, okay, I see why people wanted him, but why is it that Giannis, who went 8th, or I think he went 8th, right? Steph Curry went 9th. We're looking at, it's not like the days of LeBron James, Tim Duncan's, to where these first round picks are worth 30, 20 wins. That's not how it's going to go anymore. At least in my eyes. And we're looking at a lot of these players where we knew it was going to be Wembanyama, right? It was going to be Wemby. It was going to be Scoot, and it was going to be Brandon Miller. Like that we knew the 3 picks. Now we can argue why the fuck did Charlotte take Brandon Miller instead of taking Scoot? That's interesting. But the draft in itself kind of loses its luster. It's not like the NFL draft where you're like, oh, this is going to help change this team. You know, these quarterbacks are going to do this, and this is how this is going to go. It's going to be, oh, in 2 years, this guy might be the best player in the league. You know what I'm saying? Right. So maybe I'm tripping. Tonio, you want to correct me real fast?
No, not really. I don't know. I don't know the last time. Actually, last time a number one though was probably 20, 30 points. Might have been Kyrie, bro. Kyrie might have been the last.
No, because his first year, the Cavs still were the worst team in the league, and then they drafted Anthony Bennett the year after that.
Nah, but he still might have been averaging 20, 30 points a game. You said worth 20, 30 points, not changing the franchise around. Yeah, 20, 30 wins? Nah. I don't know. I don't know the last time a number one was just like that instrumental. Andrew Wiggins wasn't like that. Zion ain't been healthy enough. He freaky.
D-Rose?
Nope. What's crazy? So I got the answer. It's the Spurs both times. They have the 1 and 2 of best win. They went from the worst in the league when they drafted David Robinson. They went from, I think it was 31 wins to 56. And then with Tim Duncan and David Robinson, because David Robinson got hurt, came back that next year when they drafted Tim Duncan. They got they went from I think it was 29 wins to 57 wins or some another crazy number. And that's the number 1 and 2 spots for the change. And
hey, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't David Robinson go serve in the military after he got drafted? He didn't come straight to the NBA?
No, he was able to spend his times in the reserves.
Yeah, he was already in the Naval Academy.
Okay.
That's why they call him the Admiral.
The Admiral.
Even though he was just a lieutenant when he got out, but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, the Admiral is much cooler than the lieutenant.
I feel you. But Admiral's put in some time.
I don't know. I'm trying to think like maybe Anthony Edwards had an upside. Like the Timberwolves but they wasn't. I don't know. Maybe Anthony Edwards, bro.
No, well, they did go from second to worst record to the playoffs, and then But then if you're looking at like if we're taking number one picks too, so Greg Oden went over Kevin Durant, which a lot of people at the time that didn't seem so crazy. But hindsight always gives us 2020, right? To where, oh, no shit, you idiots. Why did y'all not take Kevin Durant? But the dude couldn't bench press 185. So it's like, you know.
AD?
KD.
AD.
No, he's saying, what about AD Anthony Davis going one?
Yeah, AD went one.
They didn't. Yeah, he went one, but they didn't make the playoffs the next year.
Did they win more games though?
I think
young AD was like, I don't think he was
working.
Yeah, he was moving. So I don't know, man. I'm still big on. I hope Wemby be good, but
absolutely.
I think he overrated. Everybody trying to. Like I told you, NBA trying to phase out the LeBron era and the Steph Curry era and all this shit, trying to phase them out. That's why you seeing more posts on basketball sites by Aisha Curry than you is Steph. Just trying to tarnish what the fuck they got going on and shit. So,
and I think they so quick to try to get to the next superstar to carry the league.
Yeah,
and it might not be so much as him being overrated. He might be as good as advertised, but it's going to take some time to develop into it.
Right.
And don't expect him to come out the gate giving you 30 a game, 15 boards, 5 blocks. You know, he is pretty thin. Let him put that man weight on a year or two. Exactly. And he might become what he will be. Just don't put so much pressure on him.
And that's the thing. That's where I think, and I love the NFL draft, and that's where Tonio I think is having a lot of problems with me because I love the NFL draft and I don't care for the NBA draft.
Yeah.
Because the NBA is so quick. If you look at the Ben Simmons, this is the next LeBron. Andrew Wiggins, this is the next LeBron. It's like, stop. Jason Tatum, here's the next Kobe. Like, shut up. No, it's not. Patrick Mahomes, right, the face of the league now, when he got drafted, he didn't even start his first year.
Right. They allowed him to develop.
Right. They let Tom Brady is still going to be the face of this fucking league. And now Patrick Mahomes is the face, him and Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow. Now we have this crop of players who are going to be the face of the league as opposed to Giannis, a Joker, you know what I'm saying? Even an Embiid kind of sprinkled in there because I'm just doing the last MVPs, right?
Right.
Where that's what we're looking at. In the NBA, we're trying so hard, like Tonio said, to get rid of this LeBron era, to get rid of all this stuff instead of just having your best player. Let's just let let's let LeBron do what he's been doing for the last 20 years, which is carrying the NBA.
Right.
Now give it to everybody else and sprinkle it in because when he retires, it's going to be Giannis. It's going to be, we've tried to push LeBron out. We tried to put KD as the face of the league, and then he's moving teams way too much. Now LeBron, you could say, oh, he's moving teams too. He's not getting traded. He's waiting for that.
I couldn't say he's winning championships at those when he moves.
That's true. And that's what I'm saying is where now we're looking at, again, all these first round picks. Let's take Wemby, for example. If the Spurs don't do anything for, let's say, a while, what's the point of the first round pick or the first overall pick?
Right.
We can go back and look at Greg Oden. What the fuck happened with that? Nothing.
Right.
And you can look at Kyrie, and Kyrie who was amazing for the Cavs when they picked him first overall, right? The year LeBron left, they picked him first overall. He did really well himself, but what did the team do? Nothing. It's harder in the NBA, I think, to do those things.
I mean, because I like you said, bro, that Spurs organization was on the down. Yeah, I hate it because I love Pop so much. I got so much respect for him, but he ain't really been getting that because he used to Pop like he draft like Belichick. He don't really go after the star. He take like with Timmy and Admiral, boom, they stars. But
yeah,
look at who he made into stars. He got.
Well, we say he draft better then? Because I don't remember a draft pick Belichick made that was good.
Tom Brady, 6th round.
But he wasn't making that draft. He hadn't moved into the front office yet.
You said what?
He didn't have. He wasn't the GM making those draft picks then.
Look at the GM now, Christian.
Right, but coach. He didn't draft Brady now. I'm saying.
Well, look at who they took though. Look at Kyle Fuller a couple years ago. They took a safety from some school that has nothing to do with anything. Led the NFL in tackles in 2 years. So it's like he's not drafting these stars, but they are absolutely contributing and being one of the best players in the NFL. Look at the way they play special teams in New England. Like if we're doing all that stuff, right?
Right.
Look at the Jaguars, right? They take Trevor Lawrence first overall. literally have him the whole year, still have the worst record, take Trayvon Walker the next year with the first overall pick again. And it's like the NBA, who is your bottom feeders in the NBA? Every year it's the same thing. The Magic, the the Rockets, the Pistons. It's the same shit over and over again where you're looking at a lot of them.
Well, let me say this though. I think, when you get to the NFL, you already, 22, 21, 23.
Yeah.
We go to basketball, 18, 19. You asking these young kids to carry the franchise and change the franchise and be your savior. That's a lot to a kid.
Absolutely. And you know what? I'm glad you said something about that because the G League, the Ignite had 3 players go in the top 10. Right? In the G League, so it's something that in college you're a student, even though you're only there to play basketball, right? We all know that they don't give a fuck about what's going on.
Right.
So in the G League, they do financial counseling, they do media counseling. They give you a team of representatives to help you get to that point to where now when all this pressure is on you to change the franchise, you're a Scoot Henderson, you're a who are the twins? Sorry, John.
Oster and Amen Thompson.
Those twins, right? They have all this stuff ready. So when if you look at their interviews too, they had the best interviews because they knew what to say. They knew the way they had to go about things. Scoot Henderson, I thought, had the best pre-draft interview when he was like, I'm going to be here every day working hard, not just to show y'all, I got it. I'm good. I can work hard.
Right.
He's going to continue to show you, right?
Even if you remember, Billy, Lamar tried to tell us this shit. I mean, not Lamar. LeVar tried to tell us this shit a while ago. He's like, hey, man, college, they can be getting paid and learning how to be in front of these cameras and learning all this stuff. Because a lot of people, especially fans, we not fans no more, we media, so we get it. A lot of people forget that these people are being watched outside of basketball as well. So it's like a lot of shit like maybe if you was teaching some shit like that at when Buddy was at Murray State, we wouldn't be seeing the trouble they in now, but you seeing these people coming in, they interviews crazy. Bro, that interview was crazy. Them overtime elite dudes interviews was crazy, bro. There's no way they go back to back like that without having, elite interviews, bro.
Is that a because I meant to text it in the group chat, but again, my phone didn't fucking work. So what is the elite, whatever that fucking was? Is that a G League team too?
Overtime elite? I don't know what overtime elite is actually.
I thought it was a G League team.
I think it's a G, but because they got like a Snapchat filter, bro, and I just be watching they stories, bro. But
because I thought I read something. I could be wrong. Again, sorry, John, but I thought I read something. It's like an AAU after high school. It's like a continuation of an AAU. I could be absolutely fucking dead wrong because I read it one time and I was like, oh shit, that's what it is.
So you did more research than me. I just took it as a league team.
Yeah, so it is. That's what it is. Overtime Elite is a professional basketball league for 16 to 20-year-olds based in Atlanta.
Oh hell yeah. See, that's fucking crazy, isn't it? Like you don't have to go to Duke anymore. You don't have to go to Kentucky.
And they make a minimum salary of $100,000 a year.
Thanks, but I'm not a big fan of that.
What? Why?
Because go to school.
Why?
You in school, Christian?
Because if you break your leg, what are you gonna fall back on? If you get in a car accident and you're paralyzed, what you gonna fall back on?
What if I'm dumb?
I'm only going to school. So there's a big story too. Remember Lonzo, right? He was failing 3 classes at UCLA, but because he declared for the draft, it didn't fucking matter. None of that mattered.
Right.
So he's there to go to the NBA. Now, and I'm with you. If again, and it's us. So if someone's saying, hey man, you could just skip all this education and if you break your leg, all this jazz, but if I break my leg and skip all this education, I still got $100 million, or not $100 million, let's say $50 million. That's my contract as a rookie. That's way more than I'm ever gonna get with the fucking education. Again, that's us looking at it like, again, I'm going to do the hindsight thing because obviously, yeah, let's get a degree. Let's fucking do all this. Let's do the Emmitt Smith and the Larry Fitzgerald contracts where, hey, if I need this team, whoever drafted me, y'all are going to pay for my fucking the rest of my college. Now that's something that we could talk about. But if you're in there just to make sure you get a name for yourself, if you're Brandon Miller, if you're Zion, why would you? Zion did it kind of smartly, right? Going to and getting the big brand with him, right?
Right. So what if you don't manage your money right? What do you have to fall back on? You broke, you're paralyzed, you go bankrupt. Now what?
Again, I know we're talking about kids, but you should have somebody in your camp that is looking out for you, right? Right or wrong?
Right. And that's what I'm saying. That should be the person saying, hey, you should go to school. Get some form of education instead of, let's go to the pros. Because it's not 100% going to work out.
But you got to look at this shit, though, Christian. They not just letting any regular basketball player come in this shit. It's somebody that they know destined for the league.
Right.
Why am I wasting my time on something if I know?
But just because you're real good at basketball don't mean you can't get hurt.
Nah.
A car accident can happen to anybody.
Yeah, Christian, but you just out here being negative, bro.
But that's saving your ass.
Christian, 9 times out of 10, in the last 10 years, people we have seen in high school that was supposed to be good and make it to the NBA, where they at?
In NBA. How many times have you seen a superstar or a good NBA player go bankrupt?
A million. A lot.
Alante West. Look,
AI did it, and he was one of the best players we've ever seen.
Right. So my thing is,
what does that have to do? What does that have to do with college education? That didn't have nothing to do with that. He was in the league for that long and still couldn't figure it out. Couldn't get the right people around him.
He's an exception.
I'm saying you're right.
Not broke though.
Right. But I'm just saying, not everybody's gonna manage their money well. Have a good support system.
Christian, let me ask you this: what the fuck makes you think college teaches you that? Like, bro, you're going to college to be.
You go to college for a degree.
But a degree
don't mean shit. You know how many motherfuckers I know with bachelor's?
It depends on how far you go with that degree.
Fuck.
An associate's degree don't mean shit. Now you get a doctorate degree.
How? Christian,
that's just your basic classes.
I know more people with associate's degrees doing more than I know with bachelor's and masters.
Right. What they do with their degree, they put it to use.
Yeah, the people with the associate's degree,
right?
They go right
These
to
guys
work.
that are not going to college won't have a degree at all. Is what I'm saying. So go to college and get some form of education: associates, bachelors, doctorates.
Christian, especially now.
Okay, so look,
if I'm good now, I'm coming out of high school with an NIL. I'm in money, Christian. Like, there's no running from it no more.
Right,
like,
but
I'm gonna be around money. College does not make me. Having a degree is not gonna make me financially literate. That don't mean that. Like, being financially literate is having somebody that's in your corner. Like, hey, that's a dumbass purchase. Hey, Billy, stop ordering them fucking Mountain Dews.
If you were the supervisor of some establishment, the owner, would you hire the same qualities a guy that has a degree in that field or some guy off the fucking street that just wants a job? Come on. Hey, no excuses. Y'all just tell me what y'all would do.
I'm hiring the dude off the streets. He gonna work harder. He need it.
That's true.
Y'all lying, right? Y'all lying.
I'm not lying. The dude with the degree.
So did y'all go to college? I
went to college.
Why the hell did you go to college? You didn't need that.
I did need it.
No, you just said they don't need college.
They don't. I didn't need you talking about money. I didn't need college to be financially literate. My damn granddad made me get a bank account when I was like 12. So I knew about money. I knew
So if you knew about money, going to college wouldn't have taught you any more about money. You knew how to make it, how to save it, and whatever else.
But that's what
these two different arguments that you're saying. Like, so, I went to college to play ball. Like, that's it. I ain't go to college because, well, I ain't gonna lie, I was pre-med because I'm smart. But so
what?
So what? Like, everybody ain't.
I did what I'm telling everybody else not to do.
Bruh, everybody, not me. I didn't come out of high school like, oh yeah, you can go straight to the NFL. Like, these dudes, like, oh yeah, you can go to the NBA, but you gotta, you can't go out of high school no more, so you gotta go somewhere and play ball.
Listen, you keep saying too, what happens if you get hurt and all this other stuff? Right, okay, so hold on. So you're a freshman, and they're like, hey, we'll take you to the NBA right now. You'll be the 8th overall pick. This is what's gonna happen. All right, now you break your ankle. Right. You ain't gonna be the 8th pick next year. It don't matter now. right? Let's say you have another season, right? When you come back and your ankle's all good and all that shit, right? Let's say, all right, you have a down year because your ankle's hurting. Now you got to go to college again. Now you're getting your whole degree. Now you have the whole degree. But again, you're so worried about being in the NBA because that's what you want to do. That's where your dreams, that's where your hopes are. Your dreams and hopes are not to be an insurance salesman or a real estate salesman. That's not what these kids are trying to do. These kids are trying to go to the NBA. Now, that's where my argument is with the G League, where they show you, hey, this is how to handle XYZ. This is how to handle fucking the way the media is going to come for you. This is how you're going to handle the way all this shit's going to go. Instead of, like you said, going to college and not understanding what the fuck you're getting into. Because you could have let's say, if you get anything other than a finance degree, you're not going to know how to deal with any of these any of these money issues that you're going to come across unless you're going to major in finance. So let's say Lonzo, right? He did a mass communications degree. That's just a media degree. That don't have shit to do with what he's going to do with his money.
But he had that degree to get into media. Now, like, okay, Jay Will, his basketball career is over, but he has the ability to get into media.
Okay, but why did he get into media? Because he was good at basketball. Look at all these media tycoons. You have Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Can you name me another journalist that has gotten the way that these dudes have gotten their praise? Because everybody else, look at Pat McAfee, former player. It's all former players now. It's people. Even Ryan Leaf has a fucking podcast on NBC.
Right.
It's all of these dudes.
Kwame Brown got a fucking podcast. He the biggest bust. Fuck Kwame Brown.
Right, but again, I mean, we're talking about that's not for everybody. I mean, we could probably name those guys on our hands of who's doing it. It's not going to work like that for everybody. So
how many coaches were not good players now?
Almost a lot of them.
That's what I'm saying. Because that's what they want to do. They want to go be a part of the NBA. They want to go coach colleges. They want to be on those aspects to where, okay, your degree didn't do shit for you. A degree is not going to do dick for you.
At the same time, just because you played don't mean you can coach. So I'm assuming they probably had a good coach in mind.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like you're look at a Spoelstra. What's his degree in?
I don't know.
Nothing. What is he doing? He's a head coach of the fucking NBA. He's probably the best head coach in the NBA right now.
Right. But I mean, okay, my thing is that's not going to happen for everybody. You can't just assume, okay, I was good in college, I'm going to get a media job, or I'm going to be able to make a great podcast. So cover your ass. No different. Oh, I'll bring this up. We all probably have car insurance to cover our ass. We don't get in an accident every day. We just make sure our ass is covered when an accident does pop up out of nowhere.
God forbid it ever does for either.
Right, God forbid.
But no, and I'm with you, but you're acting like it's
well, I mean, I get what y'all saying. Just me personally, let me just say that me personally, I would want the person to get an education. But I understand if, like you said, you can get hurt and all that shit's gone. So go make your money while you can.
Yeah, because if I go to college and then I get shot in the leg because I stayed on campus because Christian wanted me to go to campus for longer, then what?
Well, let me say this, though. Booby Miles.
What about Booby Miles?
His whole story.
It was high school.
He ain't about to go make a great podcast or be on ESPN because he was a great football player. He blew his knee with no education.
That was high school, Christian. We talking about people that's playing further.
We talking about people coming out of high school.
He didn't make it. He didn't make it out of high school, Christian.
If you get to college and get hurt, if you get to the NBA and get hurt,
you just want to die on this hill, don't you?
No, I mean, I guess we can agree.
I mean, because you can get to the NBA and get hurt. Look at Zion, $200 million richer. Ain't played but 113 games, 3 years.
There's money probably gonna be gone eventually.
I mean, if he keep giving it to OnlyFans people, yeah.
Right.
But
money ain't gonna always last. You gotta have it budget.
Look at the camps. You got to look at the camps these people are in too. Look at LeBron James' camp. He has the same people from high school with him, and he has done nothing but the right thing since he got to the NBA as an 18-year-old.
How many people are though taking that LeBron, moving like LeBron did? The same camp, never in the media with bad news.
Who's doing that?
It's hard to say the next who's going to be the next LeBron?
Argument. You're changing the argument. I'm saying having those people with you. Look at Lonzo. Look at LaMelo. Right.
Right.
A lot of people, and again, I'm glad Tonio brought it up too earlier with fucking LeVar when he was doing all that. People were calling this guy a bad dad and all this other shit. It's like, no, what the fuck? This dude's a great dad. He's doing all the right shit for his kids because his kids had a good camp with his dad and his mom there to be like, hey, stop fucking doing this. Don't do this. Look at Lamar's camp, right? His mom is around him the whole time. She's like, don't fucking do this. Don't say this. This is how we're gonna do this. And look at how it's going. Look at Jalen Hurts' camp. And it's about the people around you, not your degrees and who and what you know. It's how you're gonna become who you're supposed to become. We're acting like I would have sold my soul to be in the NFL. No doubt. I would have sold my soul to just be an average college player. Is how much like I enjoy this shit. But these kids know that they're this good. So why would they wait? Again, Tonio said it best. Why would they waste their time doing this when this is their only hope, their only goal in life is to do this one thing, and this is their shot?
And to end that, because we've been on this subject for too long, but to end it, what if I want to go to college when I get out? I done tricked off college because Christian wanted me to go. I didn't give a fuck about college. I wanted to play ball. So now I go back and my grade point average in that bitch is a 1.7, and I gotta do everything just to be good. Fuck it. Let me not go to college and squander my academic career off rip. Let me just go play for the G League or Overtime Elite. And
is that arguing against what I'm saying or argument with what I'm saying?
It's arguing against what you're saying. Why I'm gonna go to college if I don't give a fuck about college? I just want to go to the league.
We can wrap it up with this. So basically, y'all are saying for college athletes, good people with a future in their sport, fuck school, go get the bag.
I mean, you can't say we saying that because in football you got to go to college. In basketball,
but if there was let's say it was a G League in football, fuck school, go to that G League and go get the bag.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because it just doesn't matter. Like it doesn't. It has nothing. You're only there for 6 months anyway. Like with the one and done rule, you're only there for 6 months. What do you have?
Right, but now you can continue to take the classes after you graduate.
And but that's
after you declare for the draft.
That's what I'm saying. Is you could tell whoever drafts you, hey, if this doesn't work out for me, I need y'all to pay the rest of my degree.
Right. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying you need to stay for 4 years. At least get into the college where you can get a degree. I'm not saying stay off 4 years.
Let's wrap this up, man. Been on this 20 seconds of Christian being wrong.
All right. Let's talk about some trades. You want to talk about the trade today?
I really don't want to talk about anything else. No, that's cool. That's cool.
Man. So Christian's funny. So today, man, shocking trade that came to me. None of us knew this dude was still in the league. Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay in the league, bro. Because at first,
got to be warmed up.
At first, I wanted to say it was a typo, and it was Rudy Gobert. They said Rudy Gobert. Like I thought he was the only Rudy in the league, bro. But the Hawks sent John Collins to the Jazz for Rudy Gay and a future second-round pick. How y'all feel about that?
So the Hawks, they got that was a big contract for John Collins too, and I think that was a lot of the reason they're getting rid of it. And I think, who's the GM for Utah? David Griffin. I think he's gonna end up making another move with that because he's known to just gather all those draft picks and figure it out and do something different. Even though this Utah team made the playoffs last year, that was just a big contract for Atlanta to get rid of.
It wasn't a big shock to me. I had read recently that the Hawks were trying to move Collins and Gobert. Rudy Gay wasn't going to be he's not going to be a big part of their rotation. Hell, they might even buy him out and let him go. I'm not sure what they do.
I like it for I like it for John Collins, man. Like he wasn't gonna thrive. I think he'd be not an elite, not like a star, but I think he'd be a dope role player, like a super dope role player for a better team than Atlanta. Atlanta didn't want to do nothing but
Give Trey Young whatever the fuck you want.
yeah, shoot the ball. And I don't think John Collins really fucked with Trey Young. That's just me though. Well, you can see them visibly frustrated with each other a lot. But John Collins was 500 in usage this year in the league. He was 7th. He was 500 total minutes, and he was 7th in usage in the league, bro. So you're gonna get him and Laurie Markkinen and John or Colin Sexton. I feel like they can make some shit shake. I think that he fucking what was his numbers? The only people that matched his numbers this year was like Joel Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, and Christian Wood, because he averaged 19 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.3 blocks, and 1.2 threes per 75 possessions. Those 3 people are the only people that matched or exceeded that. So that's good company, right?
Man, my those stats was that good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let's not forget too, the Jazz made the playoffs last year.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, they might be doing a little something. Like Rudy Gobert.
Didn't they start off pretty hot until everybody started getting hurt this season?
Yeah, they were like the number 1 seed for like, or not the number 1. They were like the number 2 seed or 3 seed for like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, I would say it was a quick stint, but they held it for a minute.
So I don't know. That was kind of crazy to see, not as crazy as Chris Paul to go to Golden State, but how did y'all feel about that one? I knew, and I told Billy that, and I think Christian had joined the show, that if the Warriors did bad this year, it was going to be because of the punch heard around the world.
Yeah.
And boom, Jordan Poole out of there.
Does that mean for sure they're going to re-sign Draymond?
I don't know. I think the whole team implodes with no Bob. What's his name? Bob Myers. That was their GM. He stepped down, and I think everything started going. Nah.
Because so the rumors is that he wanted to move off of Draymond and keep Jordan Poole, and the owner was like, or the owner group or whatever was like, nah, we ain't doing that, and he was like, all right, fuck this then. But he did everything cordially and did everything the right way. Yeah. I mean, that's what I heard.
Well, you gotta think. You just tricked off all this money on Jordan Poole. Gotta make him earn it. Can't look stupid. Gotta stand your ground.
So yeah, he had a bad playoff series this year against the Lakers, but he played really well in the playoffs last year. And Draymond's old, so like this team is older than we're thinking. We're acting like they're just in there, like they just hit 30 or something. Steph Curry's old. Clay is old.
Steph 35, ain't it? 34, 35?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
But
yeah, and it's like,
I mean,
so he's a year younger and Dre's a year younger.
So this is the thing. The Chris Paul thing kind of opened my eyes to something different. I told you that Game 6 Clay was no longer because of the Game 6. And with the Chris Paul move, if they start Chris Paul, you know what that move chef to playing the 2. Now I can get rid of Clay. Like, and that opens up so much more I can bring in. I can bring in a big, you can get pretty much in the league right now, you can get pretty much what you want with a Klay Thompson trade.
Yeah. You gotta have somebody to defend Joker. That's like, I think that's something else.
Exactly, bro. Like, and I think you keep Draymond because Draymond, whether you like him or not, whether he scored 1.9 points,
that team,
he is the nucleus of that team, right. The heart and soul of that Golden State Warriors team, and that's why that owner group was like, hold on, hey, Draymond got 4 of these hoes with us. This new dude, he got 1, but I'm taking 4-1 every time, or 3-1. So the shit's interesting because it's a lot of shit they can play, right?
So real fast on it before you keep going. I just wanted to say I didn't like it until you explained maybe moving Steph to the 2. I like Steph running my offense if I'm picking whoever the fuck I want. Steph running the offense isn't bad. But if you have Chris Paul running the offense and Curry's just sitting there waiting to get a 3, where he's in, because he's not like a Clay, like Steph can take it to the rack also, where Clay was kind of like, and I like that move. But my first problem with it was why get a point guard who does the opposite of Steph? So if Steph sits down, you're not making up any points. Where at least with Jordan Poole, you were making up some points with having Steph sit on the bench.
Yeah, but they got
So,
that team full of shooters when they own.
Let me say this. Go ahead, Tonio.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so I can see different scenarios. One, Chris Paul is coming off the bench. You limit his minutes. If he does do that, when Curry comes off the floor, your offense changes into a pick and roll, which Paul flourishes in. Or they plan on making another move, maybe keeping Paul, but it doesn't make sense for them to get smaller and older. So they plan to add another piece.
So this is what I think, bro. Like I said, that's why I think that Klay Thompson chip is on, because, bro, like I don't need Steph Curry, the point guard. That's not when he's the most dangerous. Steph Curry is the most dangerous off ball when he coming off the screen and catching that joint. That's like, bro, that's high 80%. I'm knocking that down like off ball. If
but
I'm on ball,
Klay Thompson, you got to find somebody that can match that contract in the trade.
Or you could send him to fucking Indiana, who isn't paying anybody.
Yeah, you can send them to Indiana for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner.
I'm not doing that as Indiana.
Buddy Hield's a free agent.
Oh, so you can send them to Indiana. They taking Miles Turner, bro. Like,
but
they
again,
need a center.
Team. You want Klay Thompson with that big contract, and for what piece?
But Klay Thompson ain't got paid yet, though.
Right, but he's looking to get paid.
Yeah, but if you're Indiana, you can pay him and just suck.
They got the bread.
That's another thing with the NBA, and we were talking about the draft too. That's another thing with the NBA. It's like a lot of these people are just trying to unload contracts to the teams that need, because you have to exceed X amount of payroll. It's not like baseball where you can just be low as fuck all the time, where you get fined in the NBA for being too low on your payroll. So you have to pay somebody a big sum, even if you suck.
Why would you get him to suck? What you taking for? Who?
They still suck. It ain't gonna change nothing. You can sell
a lot. There's a lot of places he can go, bro. Like,
I don't think
because Klay Thompson
Indiana out. I'm not saying then.
Klay Thompson want to be the star. Like, nobody can tell. He want to be the star, bro. He been like that for a while. That's why he went and got that sneaker that nobody never bought. Like, he want to be a star. But bruh, you know who need a star right now? That got picks and money galore, Christian. Brooklyn need a star. Can pay him. They got all that shit free. Yeah. Brooklyn need a star. It's it's
that's not a team to go to either.
Klay can be a star still, or no.
It ain't about what we think. It's about what the NBA or what the.
But the team ain't just gonna say this is what he wants. Let's bring him here and let him be what we don't. Let him be what he wants to be.
We ain't seen a lot of crazy.
You got all those role players, really. Like, you don't have.
But
Cam Reddish is your star. That's not gonna sell business.
Not Cam Reddish.
Reddish, I think out west.
No, Cam
Thomas.
Yes, thank you. Sorry.
No, I'm gonna let what's his name just came from Phoenix.
Mikal Bridges be my star.
He's at this point he's better than Klay Thompson.
He's better, a star. We're talking about stars. We're not talking about skills.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean,
hey,
Klay Thompson
a four-time champion or Mikal Bridges.
Mikal Bridges.
We talking about
who getting sung by Asia on Twitter.
Klay Thompson 4 years ago.
Bruh, Klay Thompson still got more value than Mikal.
He's still a Splash brother. He's part of he has his own little nickname.
He's still the second best shooter in the
So
league.
y'all telling me he's producing more on the court than Mikal Bridges. Now we ain't talking about what he's done in his history.
You keep saying producing. We're talking star. Star does not
He
mean.
ain't no star no more.
Yes, he is. What the fuck?
Right.
He just won a championship 2 years ago.
If he's a star, why are they talking about moving him? You don't move a star.
They didn't say nothing about moving.
Hey,
I said it.
KD got traded this year. Kyrie got. You tell me those aren't stars? Are you crazy?
That's different. That's different. That's way different.
Hey man, I need
a star.
Hey Christian,
Kyrie and Clay up on this. Who's a better player right now today?
Christian, you keep.
it don't matter
Man, why y'all not answer the question?
because you asking irrelevant questions. Like that
He's a
shit
better
don't
player.
matter.
I've said Mikal Bridges is a better player. I'm talking about a star in the league.
Mikal Bridges is not that.
Mikal Bridges, if you're an NBA fan, you know who Mikal Bridges is. If you're just a guy who watches basketball, you know who Klay Thompson is. That's what I'm getting at, not the skill level.
So basically, y'all saying y'all would trade because of what he's done in his career?
I just said I'm not saying I would do it. I'm saying that's what the league is known to do. Did you think that Chris Paul would end up in Golden State this year? You just call him. You call him
the Suns.
You call him just a week ago worse than Kyle Lowry.
No, I didn't. Just as equal. They gonna give the same thing.
No, they not.
The name is bigger.
What did we just say, dude? What did we just say?
Hey, bro, stop drinking that fucking water.
Saying I wouldn't trade because his name is big. I mean, hell, Chris Paul, the name is big, but I'm not giving up. I'm not bringing him in to be a star. He's not that anymore.
But you just gave up someone who has the potential to be a star in Jordan Poole to get someone with a star name.
But the Poole situation is more than just what he's doing on the court. It's off the court and chemistry.
Hey,
it wasn't just being producing on the court.
I think Christian gotta stop drinking what's in that water bottle. You literally just said what we said.
Is that limeade or is that Fuji apple?
Fuji apple. No, that's limeade.
Okay.
Nah, that ain't limeade. That's summer colada.
No, I was just asking what the bottle was. I know there's something different in there. I was just saying.
That's summer colada by Ciroc.
Hey, I ain't trying to hear it.
But either way, Christian. Come on, bro. Nobody in the league gonna be like, "Hey, man, set Mikal Bridges out and over Klay Thompson." Nobody.
But nobody's making the move to bring Klay Thompson in to be a superstar.
We don't know that. Yeah. We don't know that. And nobody said a superstar. I just said a star of a team.
Let's mark it right here that Klay Thompson gets traded to nobody to be a superstar.
A star is what I said.
He may get moved to come off the bench, but he's not going to be the face of the
Oh my God, Klay Thompson's not moving to be a bench player, Christian.
Yes,
get the fuck out of here.
Again, mark this. You think
Klay Thompson moving to be a bench player is crazy as hell.
We seen Carmelo do it. He was way better than fucking Klay Thompson. He didn't come off the bench for the Lakers.
You're telling me Carmelo Anthony was better than Klay Thompson?
Carmelo Anthony ain't been better than Klay Thompson.
Melo came off the bench, so why couldn't Klay do it? He's gonna get older from here on out. He's not gonna get better. He's gonna just get worse. Unless y'all think he'll get better as he get older.
Hey, bro. Hey, Billy, you see why I don't watch The Herd? that's what happens when you follow Colin Coward.
Klay Thompson will never come off the bench, is what y'all saying.
He's gonna get better.
He's gonna get better as he gets older.
No.
We're already seeing this.
Klay Thompson has another 4 years before he gets to that age of Melo. That's why Melo didn't sign with anybody except for Portland in the bubble. It's because he didn't want to come off the bench.
And Christian, all I'm saying is Klay Thompson not going. If he get traded, he's not going nowhere to come off the bench next season. You're insane.
I ain't saying next year. I ain't saying next year. I'm saying
that's literally what I'm talking about, Christian. Right now,
I don't think he's leaving Golden State with another 2-3 years.
Christian,
no, we're not saying that. I'm saying
this whole argument was a hypothetical, and you've took it to 4 years from now. What are you doing? Hey, on Christian's bad takes of the week. Hey, Klay Thompson at 38, even though Tony
I mean,
was talking
y'all
about
telling me if he goes to
next
another
season.
team, regardless, he's gonna be a star.
Hey, what's he gonna do at 38 though?
Star anymore. We just saw him look like shit.
Christian, real fast. Hey, what's Joker gonna look like in 10 years? What are we talking about? What is?
I know he won the championship, but he's
He
50 now.
He's got 4 rings. Okay, I don't give a fuck. That was when he was 25. He's 34 and getting older. We're watching his game deteriorate.
Christian, he literally just won a ring 2 years ago.
Okay, you just said 2 years ago. This is 2 years removed from that.
We gotta
move. Hey, this man Chris is drunk, bro.
So
let's go to another trade.
I think everybody gonna stay the same their whole career.
So Boston.
What are you?
They get Kristaps Porzingis for Tyrus Jones, Diego Gallinari, and Mike Muscala. And the Grizzlies are getting Marcus Smart. Who won that trade? Christian, go ahead. You start this one off.
I think both of them won.
It's 3 teams.
I like the Porzingis, but no.
Hey, oh shit!
What was the joke? What was funny?
You said I think both of them won. It's 3 teams in the trade.
Oh, I didn't know who was the third team.
Oh shit! It's Memphis, Boston, and Washington, bro. After Billy just told you who they got.
Oh well, then I don't know the trade. I just know what Memphis got and what damn Boston got.
So Billy started off with Washington got Tyus Jones.
Damn, I forgot about that. Oh, I'm gonna go with Memphis and Boston. Tyus Jones he ain't gonna make a difference out there.
So you don't think Washington's doing anything good getting Poole, getting all these players, getting these kind of guys to kind of
30 wins a season, if that. Marcus Smart brings some maturity to Memphis, and Porzingis, it brings some front court scoring, but he stays hurt. But as far as Washington, they just gonna be Washington.
I'm with you. Washington's gonna Washington. They need to move that city out and go back to the Baltimore Bullets. That if Baltimore gets an NBA team, that's gonna be my NBA team. I'm sold on
it. Oh man,
both of them.
Goddamn, both. Kristen providing us with back-to-back reels. I like it. Man, I'm talking about in 4 years when he's Carmelo. Man, both of them. Hey, I got Memphis winning that. I'm with Christian. Kristaps, he don't make a fucking difference for Boston. They still gotta figure out if Jaylen Brown, because everybody keep forgetting. Hey, Jaylen Brown might not want to be there. They want to re-sign him, but
he is not.
He ain't happy there, bro. Because he don't want to. He not trying to be that Robin role, and his play showed it a lot that I'm not Robin, bro. We might be Batman or Superman, but I'm not Robin. So he don't like it there, but it's clear that the front office in Boston love Jason Tatum. That's who.
He's fucking up.
Yeah. So I'm going with Memphis because at first I was like, easy road for the Lakers. Play them 2 times a year. Just going to smack their ass with no job. But Marcus Smart give them that veteran presence that they need, and he'll beat their ass. And I told y'all, they need somebody that'll beat their ass. So that's the mentor job probably didn't want because he going to be on his neck. And I feel like
sitting there like, fuck.
Yeah. And he probably going to slap T. It's your fault that we in this position. So I got Memphis winning it, man. But I do think Washington going to be better than we think. Because they still in the East where you can the worst team, the 8th seed, can win 37 games getting the playoff.
Yeah. So, and then get to the finals. But I was gonna say, I know Christian said it best. I think he said that
both of them.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Did you hear what he said, Christian?
Both of them.
So you said Marcus brings a little bit of maturity into Memphis, and I think that is something like structurally sound. Like Memphis does need somebody to be there to be like, hey, stop fucking around, don't do this, don't say these things,
right,
or whatever. And then even let's say hindsight, shit hits the fan or whatever, and Jock keeps fucking up. Marcus will he'll be the best guy at the podium to sit there and be like, hey, we need to do XYZ, instead of saying, well, if our best player was here, blah blah blah. No, he's gonna be like we.
Right.
But I do think Antonio said it too. So I will disagree with you on this, Christian. I don't think we should just kind of ignore what the Wizards are doing, because I think they've been so bad for so long, especially after the John Wall thing, that we just think of them as like one of these franchises that just kind of fucks up. But I think the Wizards are going to be more than we think they're going to be. I'm not saying playoffs or any of that stuff, but not a laughing stock. And I think that's a good thing in the league, where you go from a laughing stock to somebody.
So could they be this year's Jazz? We thought they were going to be bad with all the losing Mitchell and Gobert, but didn't make the playoffs, but were surprisingly better than we thought.
Utah made the playoffs. They lost
this year.
Yeah.
Who they eliminated by?
I
don't think Utah made the playoffs.
No, they made the play-in. They lost the play-in, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
They didn't make the play-in.
They didn't.
It was Minnesota, Golden State. Minnesota, Golden State. Fuck, who was else? The Lakers, and it wasn't Utah.
Look at Utah's record for me, if you can.
Because I think they ended up losing towards the end of the season like 10 straight. Like it got bad late.
I think it was because Dallas's fall was so far that's what I think we were paying attention to, not Utah. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe the Wizards could do some Utah kind of things to where
maybe they'll be exciting, but they just won't have enough to finish games off.
Because think too, if Jordan Poole can average 28 points a game, you know what I mean? Like that's something to be talked about,
right?
As opposed to a John Wall who was doing 20 and 10 or 20 and 15 and 5. You know what I mean?
I think they'll be exciting, a fun watch, but I think they'll just not have enough to put the hammer down at the end of games, or maybe the second half, and on the road might just not be strong enough. Exciting to see, but they won't pull out a lot of victories.
Absolutely. All right. So, Christian, now you go from being the star of this show to the star of this segment. Christian's Corner. How are we going to open it up this week?
Man? Wait. We got one more trade.
Who?
We never talked the Suns trade, did we?
Oh, yeah, no, we did. We saved it for this episode, yeah.
Bradley Beal going to Phoenix. How you feel about it, Chris?
Great move. Best move this offseason. I think that's a lot of scoring from the guards, the wing. They got to, I guess, move Ayton. He was complaining about not getting the ball before. He really ain't getting it now. I can't see him drawing nothing up. So I like that
move Ayton now. What are they going to get for him?
I don't know. I think you can get more than you would get for Klay Thompson.
I was going to say, what if they get Klay Thompson for Ayton?
That's an interesting thing.
Eh?
I was about to say,
I think they need to get something back, maybe some rotational players.
Real quick, the Jazz did make the playoffs. It was the Pelicans in the play-in versus OKC and Minnesota and LA. And LA and Minnesota was 7-8. So yeah. But I think this move was terrible. Everybody's like, oh, they can score. They can score.
Defense.
Who they gonna defend? Everybody in NBA can score, especially when ain't nobody in front of them motherfuckers.
That's why I say you move Ayton and maybe you might fill that void with his trade.
Yeah, so you're gonna get another score because that's seeing what they
defender. I like moving Ayton for Mitchell Robinson and maybe another rotational player. I like Robinson where you don't have to run plays for him and he brings defense.
Yeah, defense in the paint. What about these motherfuckers?
Hey,
what about it?
Let that take he does what he does. He's not bad.
Yeah,
they're not Luke Doncic. They're not Luka.
Not great.
But
Devin, go ahead.
Capable.
Devin Booker not.
Right.
Devin Booker's not stopping anybody.
No. And I guess, Bill, average guy, nothing special, but not terrible. But
and
I like that
their
move.
owner group saying they want to keep Ayton. So
yeah, I don't get that. I don't see how
maybe he's saying that to get people to be like, man, maybe we should get this guy. They still not gonna be the number one seed in the West.
So do y'all move Ayton?
Huh?
Y'all think they should move Ayton or keep him?
Absolutely. When he played Joker, he didn't even remotely kind of stop him. Like he didn't even. It was Joker was just crushing him.
Yeah, but
and he's a big guy.
You can't move him to the East.
Move him to the East. What about getting Clint Capella and getting maybe another rotational guy?
Maybe
DeAndre Hunter. Maybe I don't think
that.
him.
I mean, Clint Capella. I like Clint Capella. He blocked a lot of shit.
You ain't got to give him. He ain't got to touch the ball a lot, but he gonna give you good putbacks.
Yeah, he get some oops.
Right.
But it don't work for no other team in the East. That don't work for Atlanta because Ayton just gonna go over there and get cooked 4 times a year by fucking Joel. He's just not a good center, bro.
He just
or you gotta pep talk his way through playing. But we done seen him get demolished before.
Yeah.
Like
and it's like
Giannis demolished him in the finals in previous years. Yeah. So,
also, how many pep talks are you gonna give where you're just like, hey man,
maybe he don't want to be this, so he ain't performing. That got a lot to play with a lot to do with how you play. If you want to be,
I just I don't think it was a good move, bro, because you already got scores. Like
that's the last thing you need is another score.
Yeah, bro. Like, I mean, for Bradley Beal, put him in a better situation to get a better record, but not to win shit.
Yeah, you're not gonna get a chip with this guy.
Yeah, like I don't. Everybody got them as they still not even the favorite. With all this, they still not even the favorite next year.
I wouldn't put in front of the Lakers yet, or definitely Denver.
Well, that's what the league doing. They colluding against the Lakers. They making it so the Lakers can't get a good. Because I'm bro. All the Lakers need is a center, bro. Like that's it. Like they need a center.
Somebody to just get in Joker's way, kind of.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Because he like the old dude from the park, bro. You can't stop him, but you can nullify the other people around him. Aaron Gordon, not gonna do that. 27. That's never happened again in his career. Bruce Bowen won a championship, got money hungry. He want the bag now. They not paying him.
Wait, not Bowen, Bruce
Brown.
Brown. They not paying him. He declined a $6 million player option. What he gonna ask for? $7 million? Like
appreciate what you are, man. Appreciate it.
Motherfuckers, they not like motherfuckers going for the bag, Christian, not the ring. So I don't know. I don't like the move for the Suns. I think they just became because they showed that they was a defensive liability all year last year, and then you get rid of your last good defender and scapegoat and Landry Shamet.
I don't get the move, but
like if you look at the playoff record against the Nuggets, it was like 126, 135 game one. It was like 135, 128. It was like they just weren't stopping Denver from scoring. And even the games they won, Denver still hung like 120 on them.
So the move was pretty. It's all pretty and it looks nice, but
it was doesn't really make sense. It was like a big deal. Yeah.
Right. Like I can see it not working more than I can see it working because that's a lot of ball to go around.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna get the touches. Who's gonna get the final shot? Are they gonna argue who gets the final shot? Who's getting more shots than the other? Like, it's a lot of questions.
Yeah,
that's why I don't want to put them get too excited and say, they're the favorites in the West. The champions just came out the West. I like the Lakers. Who else we got out West?
The Grizzlies, the Warriors.
I think I like them over the Grizzlies. I give the Warriors a chance. Surprisingly, I think I would take the Mavs. No, I wouldn't. We're gonna start. We're gonna start right there. What was that?
The Clippers.
They just can't stay healthy.
Yeah, that's true.
But healthy, I'll take the Clippers.
I feel you.
Let me see it mesh first, and we can go from there.
All right, Christian. Now I think it's your time to shine. What do we got for Christian's Corner this week?
We're gonna do it kind of like we did last week. We're gonna be all over the board: basketball, NFL, college.
There you go.
These two college quarterbacks, we're not leave what they did in the NFL alone. You got Colt McCoy, Terrell Pryor.
Terrell Pryor. Meeting that guy, he was one of the coolest dudes I think I've ever met.
Damn, when did you meet him?
Ronnie went on a visit with Ohio State, and I went with him. And Terrell was so Jim Tressel wasn't like the nicest guy, but I had nothing to do with the quarterback room, so he didn't give a fuck about me because they weren't gonna offer me a scholarship. But Terrell, because he was like, yeah, man, just come with us and we'll do this, and we like had a night in Columbus, and it was fucking sweet. But what he did on the field was fucking incredible.
Big in person?
Bigger than you think, but not a big guy.
I know on paper.
His legs, his thighs, dude, were huge. Like you weren't gonna bring that dude down.
Christian wasn't, or just regular people?
You wasn't either, Tonio.
Nah, knock the fuck out of Terrell Pryor. Too light in the ass. Ain't light skin.
Hey, we talking 6'6", 230 now.
He's faster than you too.
Don't matter. I'm talking.
Terrell hit you with a whoop-de-doop. Oh.
No, we talking about running through me. He got to run head up with me. I will kill him. Hey, at him in this, Terrell. Put your pads on.
Hey, I like you, Terrell. We ain't gonna at you in this.
Yeah, Adam. I got Terrell too though. Even though I'm gonna destroy you.
I also saw him smoke probably about 6 Black and Wilds throughout that whole night. So I just want
to. Wait.
Getting down
wait. Hey, that's different now.
That changed everything.
He don't give a fuck about his life. Like, shit.
When I hit my cigarette, it reminded me because he hit like there was one before he walked in there. He just had like a big puff on this like fucking because wood tips weren't out yet, so it was just this big plastic one, just a big old rip, and it was like halfway done. He was just like, all right, I don't fucking, and we just walked down. Like, okay,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Real quick, what other Ohio State players did you meet? Worth noting.
So it was just the quarterback room. Terrell, so that was like a big thing for me. I just kind of wanted to keep quiet and just kind of do whatever. So I didn't. Nobody. Again, you got to remember. So it wasn't my visit. I was just with Ronnie. So when Ronnie went with the running backs, like we all so everybody went to the frat house, right? It's Delta Kappa something for the football players, is it Delta? It's something like that. But so everybody was drinking all that stuff. Hung out with the kicker. He was cool. I don't remember his name. It was like Benny, but I might be confused. Anyway, so when we went out, so they had separated it because the quarterback wanted who I was with. Fuck, I want to say Tate was there. Tate Martell was there, but I can't remember exactly. It was a white guy, but they were focused on him. I was just kind of there because again, it wasn't my visit, right? So
right.
I didn't really get to meet a lot of the staff.
Todd Beckham.
Who?
Todd Beckman. It was Beckman or Beckham. He was the starter as Pryor was a freshman, and then became Pryor's backup when Pryor was a sophomore.
No. So I wasn't allowed to go with the starters. It was Terrell's freshman year.
Oh, so yeah, it might have been Beckham or Beckman.
Yeah. So
Todd Beckman.
No. The white guy was on a visit too. It wasn't.
Oh, I got you.
I couldn't go with the starters. But anyway, yeah. I don't remember a lot of people because also, dude, we got drunk in like 5 seconds of being there. Like I didn't have no time to get like any type of like feel for where the fuck I was. I remember Columbus is beautiful, and Terrell Pryor was smoking those Black and Milds, and he was just the nicest fucking dude.
That's cool.
Sorry for taking over.
The best running back to come out of Alabama. Not what they did in the NFL, what they did at Alabama, and the impact they had. Between 2007, 2023.
TJ Yeldon.
What?
Because he was there for all 4 years and was catching a lot of shit out of the backfield. That's why I'm going to go with him.
This is hard, bro. Like, I'm probably going Derrick Henry.
I'm gonna go Mark.
Wait. We said. No, I'm going Derrick Henry.
I can't argue with that. I'm gonna go Mark Ingram. I just I was a big fan of Ingram.
I was too.
And he used to run that thing. No disrespect or saying anybody else didn't. I just
he started that Heisman train off for the running backs there, didn't he?
I like Ingram.
Honorable mention for me is Trent Richardson.
Yeah, right there.
So I know we were just talking about college, but I love during the draft that motherfucker was high as fuck. If you see when he was fucking cheesing, hold up that Browns jersey, just high as fuck. It was just
the same. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say the same way he ran the ball, but I heard a lot of players play good football high, so I ain't gonna say that there.
Yeah,
maybe.
His dude didn't go rush for 100. Which one of these linebackers would you guys rather have? Bobby Wagner, Derek Brooks, Brian Urlacher.
So I'm gonna go Brian Urlacher because at New Mexico State too, he played a lot of free safety also. So he was a little more, he was a little more versatile because he was smaller.
Okay, now this doesn't have to be just college, you know.
Oh, so now we're adding the NFL into that.
Right. Yeah, this is NFL. What they did in the league, who they were in the league. Let me clarify that.
Honestly, I couldn't even tell you where Bobby Wagner went.
Utah.
Yeah, I mean, once you add the league shit, it's still clear cut Brian Urlacher. Not clear cut.
Derek
Brooks might be there.
But again, I think we're just not old enough to kind of remember Derek Brooks in college as we were in the NFL. Where did he go to college? Where did Derek Brooks go?
Florida State.
Florida State? Oh, shit. Those are those Bobby Bowden years. He was on that national championship with Danny Cannell and them.
What year was that? Early 2000? He was on the 98, 99, no, not 99, I don't think. 98, 97, 96.
Nah.
No.
Derek Brooks went to the league in 1995.
Damn, I'm way off.
Because he was on the same draft as Warren Sapp. When Tony
I hope they did play together, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm taking Brian Urlacher still.
Because I think Brooks got drafted a year, same year as
Warren Sapp. Yeah, because they traded somebody and they got those two. They got the two draft picks.
Yeah, I'm going Brian Urlacher, man, because I ain't old enough to remember Derek Brooks' college career.
But this ain't
even though.
But it's all encompassed.
You said all. That's what you just said, all inclusive. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean,
if we're going off just NFL, though, I'd probably take Derek Brooks.
Probably.
I'm gonna go Brooks. Being young, I did a lot of research on the Buccaneers and Ravens, those defenses, and I learned a lot about Brooks.
So what about his college career? How many times was he an All-American?
I'm not sure, but I'm going Brooks because I know they say he was lightning fast. And I know he wasn't sleep on. I don't know much about Urlacher in college. Like the fact that he played safety, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so when he first got there as a freshman, they wanted him to just be a safety, but his head coach,
you know who did the same shit?
Who's that?
I'm switching my pick. Derek Brooks did the same shit.
Oh, no shit.
He played safety as a freshman.
Look at us learning.
I know he could run, and was a tackle.
He showed up to the NFL and was like, "All right, I'm gonna fucking hit the fuck out of you."
Right, and that's why I was surprised about Urlacher because he was about 250 in the league.
Yeah, but he said it took the diet from being in the NFL, and he gained like 50 pounds or 30 pounds.
Yeah, I'm going Derek Brooks, 2-time All-American in college. I'm just looking at his college stats. 2-time All-American, ACC Defensive Player of the Year, Natty. 3 first team all ACC. Yeah, that
Was he the 8th pick?
I think so.
Because Warren Sapp was like the 3rd.
No, I think he went later in the first. I think Sapp was their first pick, and they got Brooks in the 20s.
No, but they were early picks. I thought. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, I think the earliest one was the 12th when they took Sapp.
I thought Tony was correct.
Yeah, 28th. Derrick Brooks.
There you go, Christian.
Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Staying in the NFL, Plaxico Burress or AJ Green?
So
AJ
one
Green.
motherfucker was Cheddar Bob. So, but he caught a Super Bowl winning touchdown. Ooh.
AJ Green.
Give me, man, fuck that. Plexico. Give me Plexico.
I'm gonna go.
You scared he gonna shoot you?
Kinda.
Shouldn't be.
Shoot himself first? Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me Plex. I always thought I liked AJ Green, but I always thought he was overrated.
I think he also was never a top 5 receiver ever.
Right.
And it's hard to do that.
I don't know if I would say Plexico was, but I just think he was
2-time Super Bowl winner though.
Yeah. NFL, Todd Gurley, Le'Veon Bell in their prime.
Prime Gurley.
Okay, hold on. I got 2 answers. Prime fantasy, I'm going Todd Gurley. But if you're giving me what running back do I want, I'm taking Le'Veon Bell.
I'm gonna give the same answer you did. I like that because I think I love the patience.
Monster in fantasy, dude.
And I know with you being Baltimore fan, you paid a lot of attention to what Le'Veon was doing.
Yeah, don't ever disrespect me again. You almost did.
Almost called you a Pittsburgh fan.
Yeah, don't.
Hey, my bad.
It's okay.
Yeah, I thought that was a good comparison because about 3 years they were 1-2.
But the patience of Le'Veon too, man. I've loved these like finesse backs. Like it just is so intriguing to me. You get this guy like obviously Todd Gurley's like I'm gonna run through a motherfucker's face, right? But Le'Veon would just sit there and be like, let
the hole open up.
Right, and just sit there and just keep those feet chopped. It's like those shit you hear in high school, like, hey, keep your feet going. He's like the best in the league, or one of the best in the league at least, still doing those little things. I've always thought that was really cool for Le'Veon.
I guess we could say that's great vision, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me give this just to Billy. Tonio, if you want to, you could chime in, give an answer. But Billy, I'm gonna go with some Texas quarterbacks.
Oh.
Case Keenum or Graham Harrell.
So I love Graham Harrell. Did his thing in Texas Tech. He's doing really good for West Virginia right now, being offensive coordinator. But Case Keenum was outstanding. The best by stats, the second best college player we've ever seen. And he was doing that thing. And
he was 25 doing it, wasn't he?
Was that?
I say he was 25 doing it, wasn't he? It seemed like he was there forever.
Stetson Bennett just won 2 natties at 55 years old. But and Case Keenum has the fucking Miracle in Minneapolis play.
That was who made the throw?
Yes.
Fun fact. Okay.
Yeah, the year before Kirk Cousins got to Minnesota, Stephon Diggs would have stayed if they kept Case Keenum. He didn't like Kirk Cousins.
I didn't know that. Well, I didn't remember that.
Yeah. Joe Buck with that call, Diggs. Yeah, that was Case Keenum's throw.
Okay, look at him. Yeah. Tony, you got something on that?
No, I'm not from Texas. I don't care about
it. These guys in their prime. I guess we're going a lot heavy on football.
We can do. Hey, let's do 2 more, Christian.
Deshaun Jackson, Odell Beckham. In their primes.
That's good. Deshaun Jackson. When he was playing with the Eagles with Michael Vick, dude, wasn't no stopping that dude. I mean, he did have that. I'll never forget, dude. I'll never forget. I was in Hooters with my dad and a family friend of mine, and it was the Cowboys versus the Eagles. It was the one where Deshaun Jackson had burned everybody by like 30 yards. When he dropped it early, I was at Hooters for that game.
He did that shit in college too.
No fucking way.
Yes, I think it was a punt return. Put it down to 1, goes to celebrate. Team picked it up. I don't know if they took it back. Team picked it up. Turnover.
Damn, I didn't know that. Because he also had the only punt return to win a game ever, too, against the Giants.
Yeah. Where he knew he outran everybody, just walked across the goal line. I like
Deshaun Jackson. I do like some prime OBJ though. Tony,
I don't know, bro. It's hard. Yeah. Because has Deshaun ever been top 5 receiver in the league?
No. No. Yes. In receiving yards, the Michael Vick should have won MVP year.
His first year taking over in Philly.
No. The second year when he really got into Andy's offense. Because that first year in Philly, remember Donovan McNabb got hurt.
His first year starting, I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah. Remember he had to play against Dallas. He had to play against Washington on that Monday night. He had those 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And all of them were like 60-yard pluses.
Right.
Man, I'm probably going Odell just because of the catch.
Yeah.
The relationship with the fucking field goal net. It's like, I'm going Odell, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Deshaun Jackson. I always felt Odell was overrated from what you just said.
Oh, my God.
That one catch, he had a good season, but that people just made him a superstar from that one catch.
So I'm with you. I don't think that we act like that catch. I hate that that's one of the quote-unquote best catches we've ever seen. It's not even top 5. And people are saying that's the best catch we've ever seen.
It was very impressive.
It was impressive. Yeah, absolutely. But we've seen it. We've seen that over and over again.
We've never seen that over and over again.
Yeah, I don't know if I can agree with that, Billy.
Shut the hell up, Billy. Next one, because Billy about to get on some Christian shit, and I already had to listen to some Christian shit.
I was on my end, so Billy, go ahead and take it away.
Nah.
Next
one.
I got one more thing. I'm gonna send when I get my phone. I'm gonna send you a video of 30.
You gotta get a phone first. That's
dirty.
Damn, that hurts.
Christian, do this.
Tablet for my
Christian, do this.
So
Billy.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. So whenever you get that message to the teller and the horse and buggy, put the parcel in the mail, then just let me go, Billy. Let me know.
Y'all want to put that last one here?
Yeah,
last one.
Let's go with let me see. Let me find something. Give me y'all's top 5 NFL receivers in the NFL. I said we was going basketball, NFL. I don't think we went basketball at all.
Skip this one. Let's do a different one.
Oh. Give me
Wait. Right now?
Right, this playing currently.
Oh yeah, okay, let's do that. Yeah. Do you have yours off rip, Christian?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go first then.
Not in order, but these are the 5.
No, do it in order, pussy.
I ain't got them in order. I'm not sure how I want to put them because it's so many and they so neck and neck. But Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs.
I don't like that. Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, AJ Brown. Hold on. Cooper Kupp.
You got to put Adams in there. But it's your list.
No, I don't. Fuck Devontae Adams. Tyreek Hill.
Can't argue.
AJ Brown. He was just in the Super Bowl doing shit. AJ Brown, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Stephon Diggs, and
damn.
And
I feel like Tonio was gonna go Devontae Adams until you said damn, and he was like, "Yeah, fuck Devontae Adams." I feel like that was let's go.
Right, no love for
Tyreek Hill.
I just don't. So my beef with Adams is like he had Aaron Rodgers, right, and he played okay for Oakland or for Vegas. I don't see.
Now you say okay. You seen his numbers?
Yeah,
That's okay.
for top 5, yeah,
He wasn't in your top 5.
that's what I'm saying. For top 5, I mean, no, that's not. I'm saying, yeah, for a top 5, I could see him in the top 5, but to me, no.
Right. Again, you know that's your list.
Yeah, but
Oh.
he's not a better receiver. He's not a better receiver than Justin Jefferson. He's not.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him instead of Jefferson. The only one I probably wouldn't take him over is Tyreek Hill. I mean, you ask me, ain't none of them a better route runner than he is, other than maybe Cooper Kupp.
Did you say route runner?
Route runner. And
Hey,
if
man.
y'all please show me proof on who runs a better route than him.
I can name 18 people run better.
There's
He run one fucking route, 2 routes, slant, deep.
You saying that lets me know you ain't seen him run routes.
He don't fucking run routes.
You saying that lets me know you ain't seen him run routes. That's like saying Jerome Bettis don't run people over. Come on.
That's not like
That's the
saying
exact
that
same. Before the next show,
He's not even the best route runner on his team. Jalen Waddle run way better routes than him.
Jalen Waddle does not work with
Hunter Renfrow.
Devontae Adams.
I'm talking about Tyreek Hill.
I'm talking about Devontae Adams.
Oh, I thought you was talking about Tyreek Hill run the best route.
Devontae Adams.
I was about to say, bro.
I'm saying, wait, you would have better route runner.
I was about to text you after the show, like, hey, don't
gotta put that on real, because we
don't. But the way you set it up, it was like, I'm taking Tyreek Hill. Actually, that's what you said.
No, he's saying the only. Wait, yeah, you did.
No, I said I'm only taking.
You said
Tyreek.
This is what you said.
Hill over
taking,
Adams.
and then you said he the best route runner in the league, making it seem like you was talking about
No,
Tyreek Hill.
Talking about Adams. That's why you said 18 people. I'm like, what? Can we? So y'all gonna give Adams in the top 5 route runner?
Top 5 route runner.
Yeah, but
well,
I mean, yeah, Tyreek I don't think's a great route runner.
I do think we don't put a lot of emphasis on route running per se, because the best route runners are the smaller receivers and the ones that don't get talked about a lot. Like, that's where I thought Tony was going with Hunter Renfrow. He runs.
I wouldn't take him over Adams route running. He runs good routes, but
if it's on route running alone without having the ball in the air, without catching ability, without speed, without running the motherfucker over, if it's only running a to the T route against XYZ coverage, it's Hunter Renfrow is a better route.
But again, Renfrow is running that on safeties and slot corners, not the number 1 corner.
That's a different aspect now.
Best route runners in the league, no order.
Bro, come on.
Best route runners in the league right now, no order. I'm just gonna give you 5.
I know Adams on that list. This is a list online.
Jared Judy.
I agree.
Amari Cooper.
I agree. Keenan Allen.
No, it's my list.
Oh, hey, throw Keenan on there.
Devontae.
Somebody up.
It's my list. Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen.
I told you on there.
Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Waddle.
I like that list. Don't put Renfrow on there. I like that list.
I just think Renfrow, because the skill level of him is so much lower than all these other receivers.
Hey, and both of them boys out there in Philly run great routes. AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. You said no?
I know. I said I can't argue with that.
Jamar run crazy routes too.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of good route runners, but I think
Joe Burrow also just throws to Jamar a lot. Where I think we're missing, because if you're looking at the Raiders offense this year, the way Derek Carr was throwing the ball to Devontae Adams. Like we're just instead of hitting Renfro on a 1-on-1, I'd rather take my chances with Devontae Adams running a 2-on-1 every time.
But Billy, I don't think you're doing like you really seeing Adams run these routes. Now I'm not saying just like
Chris.
That's why.
Hey man, it's been a good show.
Yes.
Christian about to get us canceled off of the show and my name in it. Christian, how you feel about the show, man?
Great show. Missed our boy Matt. I think we had some good debates, good takes. Best route runner in the league, Devontae Adams. Oh, and Clay.
Yes.
Forget it.
Hey, Christian has provided us with God tier reels this week, like God tier.
Comment, let me know what y'all think about my text today.
I cannot wait to get into my bag with these reels. What did he say? I can't wait to put that up there. Can't wait, Christian.
It's easy to put that with anything I said because it wasn't bad.
Hey, you're right. It was terrible, but that's what we is, man. We regular humans and we regular dudes out here doing the regular show. Billy, good to see you, man. Been trying to check on you all week. Wish you would be an adult, get a phone, but
sorry. I'm keeping it 1996 around here. No cell phone.
No cell phone. At least get a pager, some electronic, something, bro.
Billy, how old was you in 96?
2.
Okay. Tonio?
4.
I asked because 96, that was my year.
Respect. I'm glad that was a good year.
Yeah.
No, I've been taking my son's tablet to work so I can listen to music. And it doesn't, so it's an Android, so it doesn't it won't Bluetooth connect to my car. It won't Bluetooth connect to my speaker at work. So I just have to listen to the tablet.
Don't ride around with headphones on because people gonna think your radio's broke.
No. I got XM. I'm not about to look like a fucking fool out here.
He's an Apple, used to be an Apple owner, Chris, and we have satellite radio.
Hey, I know Apple users where their radio broke, so they got to listen to music off their phone. Headphones.
Those are weird motherfuckers. I've never understood. I'll listen to silence before I put headphones.
You seen it before too?
A lot, bro.
I can't stand it.
I would if I ain't got tent. Can't do it. You're not finna talk about me from your car. Hey, look at this motherfucker with a radio. With a radio with headphones in. No,
every time, if I ever see anybody, I'm just like this.
Right.
Every time I see that shit, yeah, this person that hurt somebody. I know it. I know they got ill intention. But hey, man, it's been episode 69.
Very nice. It's been a very nice episode. I've been Billy, man. Appreciate y'all.
I've been Tonio.
Christian.
Respect. We'll see y'all next week, man.